Kak Ferry sudah record ya?
Sudah, Mem.
Oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Oke. Once more ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, how are you? Still spirit to follow my class or still excited to follow my class?
Powerful. Yes, I'm excited. Super powerful.
Okay, yes, I hope even this is the last class, this is the last time in the lesson today, but I hope that all the students always still keep fight and then always still excited to follow the class. But before we continue to the next our class, please for the leader from this class, please lead your friends to pray.
Okay, everyone. Before we begin the study, let's pray to God together. Pray begin. Pray finish. Greet to
Okay. Thank you, very yes. Well, class, let's before I enter to the material, I want to check the students first. Is there any students who doesn't come today?
Ima, ma'am.
Ima, mem, madol.
Mana lagi si Ima itu? Sering banget nggak
Dia
masuk.
bolos tadi, mem.
shopping katanya, Mem.
Ima ketinggalan mem di warung mie ayam.
Aduh. Oke.
Malu udah ada kayaknya, ma'am.
Aduh.
Jadi lapar.
Iya. Oke, yes, Ima itu banyak alfanya ya. Okay, well, class, do you still remember? In the last meeting, I have told to you that today we are going to learn about the new material, and this is about descriptive text. Do you still remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. Let's see. Before we continue to learn about this material, I want to give you or I want to show you one of tourism place in Indonesia because our topic today is about descriptive text about tourism place. Let's see. Apa sudah muncul?
Yes, ma'am.
Terlihat, ma'am. Kura Beach. Kura Beach is beautiful beach in south of Bali. Position of this beach is on the Badung, 9 km from Denpasar, which is the capital of Bali. This beach is near of Ngurah Rai Airport in Bali. Kuta is the first city with good accommodation and become the first holiday place in Indonesia. This beach is known internationally with long sand, with a lot of bars and restaurants, and having a good sleeper circle.
This place is known as the best place to seeing the view of sunset in the evening. All people who come to Bali will feel very happy if they can watch this panoramic sunset in the city. This is real that a lot of tourists feel happy to be there. They can sunbathe, surf, play soccer beach, kite flying, play volleyball, or just walk near the sea. They can do many activities in the beach. For the people who like football, don't forget to play games with some locals. Locals usually set up the goalposts between Hard Rock Cafe and Discovery Shopping Mall at 4 p.m.
When the day turns dark, the nightlife on the...
Okay, I think the video is enough, yeah. So let's move to the material. Well, class, before we continue about this material, I want to tell you that Oh my God, I'm nervous. Okay, I want to tell you that why we learn about descriptive text, especially about tourism place, because I want to make a project. I mean, we want to make a project. Projectnya adalah kita akan membuat sebuah, we want to make one like tourism place guidebook gitu ya, semacam tourism place around Indonesia yang dibukukan yang nantinya bisa kita jadikan sebagai buku panduan wisata. Nah, and so that's why the reason why we are going to learn about how to create a descriptive text gitu ya. Jadi apa tadi tujuan kita belajar tentang descriptive text ini?
Untuk membuat tour
Buku
guidebook.
Buku panduan wisata.
Yes, true. The reason atau the purpose, jadi alasan atau tujuan, the reason or the purpose why we study about descriptive text because we want to create one of a tourism book or buku semacam buku panduan wisata yang bisa kita pakai atau bisa kita simpan di perpustakaan sekolah. Yang kita tahu kalau misalkan now in Indonesia, especially in Banyuwangi too, itu sedang menggalakkan yang namanya tourism gitu ya, pariwisatanya sedang dimajukan. Nah, before we continue, I want to give you one example of this picture. Let's see. Okay, did you ever visit this place, guys?
Gambarnya mana, Mam?
Oh,
Gambarnya belum berubah, Mem.
gambarnya berubah. Sudah muncul?
Belum, Mem.
Oh, iya, Mem.
Dulu, Mem.
Oke. Stop. Wah, murid saya pintar ini ya. Bisa mengingatkan gurunya, keren.
Gurunya siapa lagi?
Gurunya yang keren, Mem.
Okay, yes, thank you. Let's see, guys. Have you seen the picture?
Yes, Mem.
Okay. Did you ever visit this place, guys?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Who say yes? Who say yes?
Yes, Mem. Saya, Mem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If yes, please guess. Please, what is the name of this picture?
It's a Bali, Mem.
Bali, ma'am.
Kuta Bali.
Yes. Nah, it has a correlation between the video and also this picture. This is Kuta Beach atau yang biasa disebut dengan popular with Kuta Beach gitu ya. If as we know that Kuta Beach is one of tourism destination in Bali that it's very famous in the world ya. It's not only in Indonesia but also in the world. Nah, next is the definition of descriptive text. Coba saya mau Tia, tolong dibaca Tia.
Okay, ma'am. Definition of descriptive text. Descriptive text is a text which says what a person or a thing is like. Its purpose is to describe and repel a particular person, place, or thing.
Okay, yes, thank you, Tia. Nah, as we know, we learned there are 13 kinds of text, and the one of them is descriptive text. And the definition of descriptive text is the text which says what a person or a thing is like, and the purpose is to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or a thing. Nah, jadi descriptive text itu adalah sebuah teks yang memiliki tujuan untuk mendeskripsikan atau menggambarkan, bisa jadi seseorang gitu ya, and then a person, orang, and then place, atau suatu benda. And the one of them is about a place that is tourism place atau tempat wisata. And then next, we continue for the generic structure of the text. Nah, if I said about generic structure, what do you think about it? Apa sih itu generic structure? Ada yang bisa menjelaskan apa itu generic structure? What is generic structure?
Saya, Mem.
Oke. Sally, coba Sally.
Baik, Mem. Generic structure itu dia seperti
struktur bagaimana kita membuat sebuah teks descriptive text, ma'am.
Oke, yes. Nah, betul sekali. Yes, Sally said it's true. Generic structure is like the rule gitu ya, the rule aturan. Jadi membuat, if you want to create a text, it's not only just write, but also you have to follow the generic structure or the rules gitu. Jadi kalau misalkan kalian ingin membuat sebuah teks, itu you not only write, but also you have to follow the rule. Tidak hanya sekedar menulis, tapi juga kita harus memperhatikan aturan-aturannya. And then for the descriptive text, there are two kinds of generic structure. The first is identification and the second is description. Nah, oke. Coba please Vida, please read what is the content of identification part.
Okay, ma'am. Identification contains about the introduction of a person, place, place, animal, or object will be described.
Okay, good ya. Okay, so the content of identification is introduce about the person. If you wanna explain about person, of course you have to introduce about the person. Kalau misalkan menjelaskan orang, berarti ya yang dikenalkan namanya gitu ya. And then place. If you want to introduce about the place, you can mention about the address and then the location, something like that. Seperti itu. Nah, and then the second generic structure is description. Please, Naria, please help me Sima to read the content of description. Hello, Naria.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you dreaming? Okay. Okay, please help me to read the description.
Okay, yeah. Description contain a description of something such as animal, things, place, or person by describing its features, colors, and anything related to what the writer describes.
Yes. So the content of description is it's apa ya? Ya seperti menggambarkan yang lebih mendetail. If you want to explain about tourism place, of course you have to mention about the facilities, and then you can mention about what can we enjoy there gitu ya, seperti apa yang bisa kita nikmati, what can the activities that can we do there, seperti itu. Jadi intinya the content of description text is more detail ya, lebih detail, yaitu yang mendukung kalimat-kalimat yang mendukung dari si identification part, yaitu kalimat-kalimat yang mendukung bagian pada paragraf identification. And then the next is the language feature of descriptive text, yaitu ciri-ciri kebahasaan dari sebuah teks deskriptif. If you still remember, the first time when we enter in the 10th grade, we have learned about simple present, ya kan? Kita sudah mempelajari tentang simple present, di mana if you want to write about descriptive text, of course, the tenses that we have to use is simple present. Jadi, ketika kita ingin menulis sebuah teks deskriptif, itu tenses yang dipakai adalah simple present. Kenapa demikian? Ada yang bisa menjawab? Kenapa sih? Why we have to use simple present if we want to use descriptive text? Nah, ini apa? Ada yang bisa menjelaskan?
Karena fakta, mem. Fakta, mem.
Karena fakta. Apanya yang fakta, Vida?
Fakta kalau misalnya bentuknya seperti itu ya seperti itu gitu. Misalnya objeknya itu bagus ya memang bagus gitu, mem. Jadi kenyataan.
Yes, good ya. It's a good opinion. Okay, thank you Vida. Yes, it's like Vida said, ya, seperti yang sudah Vida katakan, kalau memang the reason why we use simple present, kenapa sih kita memakai tense simple present bukannya simple past tense or simple future? Because we want to explain about the fact. Karena kita mau menjelaskan tentang sebuah fakta ya, keadaan di sana yang memang seperti itu gitu. Nah, maka dari itu kita menggunakan simple present. If you forgot about how to write simple present form, kalau misalkan kalian lupa, nanti kita akan sedikit saja ulangi ya. Catatannya masih ada kan? Do you still save the notes? Yes. Okay, good, nice ya. And then ciri-ciri kebahasan yang lainnya adalah it use a specific participant atau menggunakan partisipan yang spesifik gitu ya, yang khusus tidak umum. Contohnya, because we wanna talk about tourism place, of course, the example is like this. Example like Bedingan Beach, Kuta Beach, my house, and then Borobudur Temple. And if you want to explain about people, example like Uncle Jim, guys, kayak gitu. And then it use of the adjective. What is adjective, guys?
Kata sifat, ma'am.
Kata sifat. Okay, please mention the example of adjective, Sally.
White.
White, and then yang ada hubungannya dengan apa ya? Tourism gitu. Apa biasanya?
Beautiful.
And then wonderful, amazing. Anything else?
Extraordinary.
Famous.
Extraordinary. Okay, good. Yeah. And then next is it use action verb. Okay, what is action verb?
Kata kerja, ma'am. Kata-kata
Yang aktif.
Yes.
Kerja yang ada kerjanya.
Aktif, ma'am.
Kata kerja yang aktif.
Kata kerja yang aktif. Good, ya. Okay. Yes, we have learned about action about verb. That, as we know, there are some kinds of verb like action verb and then thinking verb, feeling verb, and others. Okay, good. Semuanya keren-keren ya. And then next, after this, I have one of example about descriptive text. Let's see. The title of this text is about the beach, and then not only read, but also you have to analyze it based on the generic structure. Yes? Okay, do you get it?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So, the first paragraph, I want to see Noni. Where is your voice, Noni?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Noni, please read for the first paragraph.
Okay, ma'am. Kuta Beach. Kuta Beach is beautiful beach in south of Bali. Position of this beach is on the Badung, 9 kilometers from Denpasar, which is the capital of Bali. This beach is near of Ngurah Rai Airport in Bali. Kuta is the first city with good accommodation and become the first holiday place in Indonesia. This beach is known internationally with the long sandy.
Okay, good. The next paragraph, I want Maria. Can you help me to read the second paragraph, Maria?
Okay. This place is known as the best place to see the view of sunset in the evening. All people who come in Bali will feel very happy if they can watch this panoramic sunset in the city. This is real that a lot of tourists feel happy to be there. They can sunbathe, surf, play soccer beach, surf, kite flying, play volleyball, or just walk near the sea. They can do many activities in the beach. For the people who like football, don't forget to play games with some locals. Locals usually set up the goal post between hard rock cafe, and Discovery shopping mall at 4 p.m.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, guys. Okay, based on the text, let's we analyze the generic structure one by one. Okay, kalau kita lihat dari sini, kan di awal paragraf, in the first paragraph, it explain about the generally about Kuta Beach, right? Ya, jadi kan menjelaskan tentang Kuta Beach, the location, ya, start from the location, and then the position. Nah, ini yang disebut dengan identification, yang disebut dengan identifikasi, yaitu menjelaskan di mana letaknya, tempatnya, seperti itu. And then the next paragraph is description. Kenapa ini disebut description? Karena di sini because in the second paragraph it explain about the detail of the beach, ya, menjelaskan detail such as the activity that can we do, and then how about the panorama, and also we can enjoy what are the activities and others. Nah, dari sini ini adalah salah satu contoh. This is one of the example of descriptive text. Bisa dipahami ya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Next, and then after we learn about the generic structure of descriptive text, let's we continue to how to write a descriptive text. Bagaimana sih kita menulis sebuah teks deskriptif? Nah, I have said to you in the first meeting, in the first time, that the purpose why we study about how to write descriptive text, because we want to create semacam buku panduan wisata begitu ya. So here we will try how to write a descriptive text. Jadi sekarang kita akan mencoba bagaimana cara menulis sebuah teks deskriptif. Let's we move on to the next slide. Okay. What is this, guys? Did you ever visit this place?
Outline.
Yes.
Malioboro.
Malioboro. Where is the location?
Jogja.
Yes. Okay. I want to ask to Shelly. Did you ever go to Jogja?
Never, ma'am. Not yet, ma'am.
Oh, not yet. Yeah. Shelly.
I just look in television, ma'am.
Okay. You just look from television, YouTube, and others. Yeah. If you will go to Jogja, how long? I mean, berapa jam gitu? If you want to fly.
From my place is about 1 hour by plane, ma'am.
1 hour by plane. Okay. Yes. I think this is the recommended place, yeah, to enjoy our holiday. Nah,
Yes,
here
ma'am.
I give you one of illustration picture. This is about Malioboro Street. As we know, Malioboro Street is the famous street in Jogja, especially. But not only Jogja people who know about this street, but also maybe tourists know about this place too, because this is very famous place. Here there is the example of this is the example of what is that? Graphic organizer, ya. Jadi ada salah satu graphic organizer that it can help you to make or to arrange a text easier, gitu ya. This text can help you to write text easier. Jadi ini mempermudah kita untuk menulis atau menyusun sebuah teks menjadi lebih mudah. Nah, yang biasa disebut dengan graphic organizer. Nah, graphic organizer is not only used for descriptive, but also it can use for narrative, recount, report. Nah, itu tergantung ya. Jadi masing-masing disesuaikan dengan kebutuhan kita. Dan salah satunya yang kita bisa terapkan pada how to write descriptive text. Okay, here this is the title, the first ya. Yang pasti yang pertama ada title. If based on the illustration, what is the best title, guys?
Malioboro Street.
Yes. Okay.
Malioboro, ma'am.
Malioboro Street. Okay, next. The topic sentence. The topic sentence itu meliputi identification. Nah, silakan. What is the name of the location? Nah, diawali dengan yang namanya guided question atau pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang bisa membantu kita mempermudah dalam penyusunan sebuah paragraf. One of the example of the guided question is, what is the name and the location of this tourism place? Ada yang tahu nggak?
Jogja, maybe, ma'am.
Ada yang tahu? Can you mention in English? Oke, biasanya diawali dengan kalimat yang seperti apa?
It is located in Jogja.
Coba Tia. Oke, nah diawali dengan Malioboro is located in
Jogja, ma'am.
In Jogja or Yogyakarta, guys?
Yogyakarta, ma'am.
Jakarta, ma'am.
Yes, Malioboro is located in Yogyakarta province gitu ya. In Yogyakarta province. Kabupatennya apa itu? Ada yang tahu tidak?
Kabupaten.
Halo?
Kabupaten Malioboro, ma'am.
No, there is no Malioboro sub-district ya. And then the next, after identification, ini belum lengkap ya. Ini kalian Sleman, yes, good.
Indonesia, oh ya.
From Sleman. Identification part itu tidak hanya disebutkan lokasinya saja, tapi lebih detailnya. Seperti contohnya, example like Malioboro Street near with Sheraton Hotel Yogyakarta. Nah, seperti itu. Yang artinya adalah Malioboro Street itu dekat dengan Hotel Sheraton Yogyakarta. Seperti itu bisa kalian sebutkan. And then the next is the description part, yaitu paragraf yang isinya menjelaskan tentang description. Oke, coba Ferry, please read the question for number 1 in description. Ferry, can you help me to read the question?
Okay, ma'am. What about the panorama or the view there?
Okay, good. What about the panorama or the view there? Apa itu panorama, guys?
Panorama itu
Pemandangan, ma'am.
Pemandangan. Nah, based on the illustration, what do you think about the panorama?
Classic. Crowded.
Classic, crowded, and then
A lot of
kayak
building,
Malang
ma'am.
Heritage, ma'am.
wow, ada ya di Malang ya?
Ada, ma'am. Masih baru kemarin, ma'am.
Wah, oke, keren. Okay, yes, some students say that Malioboro Street is a classic and then a crowded. Why you mention or why you say that this is crowded place? Kenapa?
There is so many
tourists,
people, tourists.
Yes, because there are so many tourists, so many cars gitu ya. And then next, let's continue for the next questions. Tia, help me please to read the second question.
Okay, ma'am. The next question. Okay, what are the activities which can we do there?
Yes, what is the meaning, Tia?
Apa kegiatan apa yang bisa kita lakukan di sana?
Yes, good. Coba, kegiatan apa sih? What are the activities which can we do there? Kegiatan apa atau aktivitas apa yang bisa kita lakukan di sana? Yes? Shopping. Okay, only shopping. Take picture and then?
Sightseeing.
Sorry?
Hang out, ma'am.
Hang out. And then?
Window shopping, ma'am.
Window shopping. Okay. Who say window shopping?
Noni, ma'am.
Noni. Okay, so Noni, you don't buy anything but just window shopping, right?
Nggak, ma'am, cuma lihat-lihat aja.
Oke, mungkin sanggulnya kurang banyak ya. Oke. you can write about the activities that can we do there ya. Salah satu supporting detail atau kalimat pendukung yang bisa kita tulis diantaranya adalah the activities which can we do there, such as shopping, and then or maybe just window shopping, and then eat in angkringan, because as we know there are many angkringans there, and then enjoy the music, right? Because we know from YouTube there are so many musisi jalanan there, yeah, and their voice is very beautiful and others. And then the last is who can help me? Miss Naria, can you help me to read the last question? Hello. Yes. Okay. What are you doing, Naria? Are you okay?
Okay, I'm okay, Miss.
Okay, please read the last question.
The last question is,
What
about the facilities, place, or the distance?
Okay, yes. Okay, saya betulkan ya, how to pronounce. Saya betulkan bagaimana pronunciation yang benar. What about the facilities? Bagaimana dengan fasilitasnya? And then the ticket price or the distance. Apakah kita should we buy the ticket there? Yes. Apakah kita harus beli tiket untuk ke sana?
Yes.
Yes.
I never go
Yes,
to
ma'am.
there.
Tiket kendaraan.
Oh no. Yeah. For the accommodation, of course, we need a ticket. But for just around or just for window shopping, I think we don't need ticket.
No, ma'am.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Huh?
I think
Yeah. Yes. And then the last, we can mention or we can explain about the facilities. Actually, the facilities example, when we want to write about one of tourism destination is not about Malioboro ya. For Malioboro, I think the facilities is general facilities. Fasilitasnya kan fasilitas umum. But about the special facilities, example maybe when we want to write about place such as beach, and then also such as tempat bermain anak-anak like Jatim Park itu kayak gitu. Nah, itu baru bisa kita sebutkan fasilitasnya. But maybe if we want to write about Malioboro, we can mention about the vehicle ya, kendaraan yang kita bisa pakai ke sana, or maybe the distance and others. Well, okay, I think this is the short explanation about how to write a descriptive text. Okay, saya tanya sekali lagi, I want to give you a question. What is the purpose of descriptive text, class?
To describe
about
about things or place.
or places,
Yes.
someone.
Yes, okay. The function or purpose of descriptive text is it to describe about maybe a thing, but because our topic today is about tourism place, of course, this the purpose is to explain about or to describe about a place. And then how many generic structure of descriptive text, class?
Two.
Two. Okay, what are they?
Identification and description.
Description. Okay, good. What is the content of identification? Apa sih
Identity,
isinya?
ma'am.
Identity. Good. And then anything else? If we want to write about tourism place, you need
Name of place.
name. Yes, the most important is name, and then the second identity, and also address. Right? Is it true?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, and then the second after identification there is
Description.
yes. The next is description. What is the content of description, class?
The characteristic, ma'am. Ciri-ciri,
Yes.
ma'am.
Nah, true. I want to ask you, what is characteristic? Apa sih itu karakteristik? Karakteristik itu adalah ciri-ciri. Ciri-ciri itu tidak hanya terdapat pada benda atau tubuh manusia yang ciri-cirinya dia rambutnya panjang begini-begini, itu tidak ya. Ciri-ciri itu maksudnya kita itu di sana bisa karakteristik di sana itu kita bisa ngapain aja, di sana itu ada apa saja, itu masuk ke dalam karakteristik, dan karakteristik itu masuk ke dalam identification part. And then if we wanna write a descriptive text, instrumen apa atau apa yang bisa kita pakai untuk merancang atau untuk membuat apa ya ini namanya, untuk membuat sebuah
Organizer, ma'am.
Yes,
Graphic organizer.
yes, we need a graphic organizer. Yes. Oke, dari sini, is there any question, class?
No, ma'am. It's
Oke,
clear.
clear ya. Nah, apa tadi tujuan kita menulis? What is our purpose? So we want to create a descriptive text, jelas?
Jelas, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's clear.
No, I ask you, class. What is our purpose? Why? In this meeting, we write or we create about descriptive text. What is our project, I mean?
Writing, ma'am.
Writing,
Tour guide book.
tour guidebook ya.
Book, ma'am.
Yes, we want to create about tour guide book atau buku panduan wisata. Okay, from this material, is there any question, class?
No, ma'am. It's
Is
clear.
it clear? Is it true? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you, class. I want to give you one of quotes of the day today. Yeah. Please listen me carefully. The quote says, "If you can't stand off the fatigue of study, you will feel the poignant of stupidity." Yang artinya, jika kita tidak bisa menahan lelahnya belajar, maka kita akan menanggung lelahnya kebodohan. Itu dikatakan oleh Imam Syafi'i. Ya, semoga I hope that this quote it can be our motivation to be better than before. Ya, jadi saya harap quote ini bisa menjadi motivasi, can be our motivation that we must be better. Kita bisa menjadi lebih baik. Well, class, I think enough about our material today. Don't forget to write. Oh my God, yeah. Don't forget to choose one of your favorite tourism destination or one of your favorite tourism place, and then please create one of descriptive text ya. Silahkan buat salah satu descriptive text berdasarkan graphic organizer yang sudah kita pelajari barusan. And then if you have a question, you can contact me in my WhatsApp number or you can ask Mrs. Ima. I think enough. Thank you for the attention. Thank you for the meeting today. I hope you have enjoy your great day. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome, guys. Enjoy your rest time.
Thank you.